Alright. So these guys came down here during the end turn. Um, this kind of came out of nowhere, it seems. Not a big fan of them being here. Guess we forgot to demolish that. So one of the things I'm going to do, because these guys moved over here, um, if they attack here, I'm not too worried about it because this is one of those settlements that has the bridge. Not only that, but they hardly have anybody in their army. Um, Hopefully they'll attack one of these two places over the end turn. But what I'm going to do, because we're going to need to chase them down, because what I don't want them to do is, since they're a horde army, they can, or now they're a horde faction. I don't want them to replenish their forces, uh, and then attack us with like a full stack, and like somewhere like here, where I'm pretty good at fighting, defensive battles, but I don't want to be messing with like an entire stack because even like the rebel armies, they're normally not a full stack. They're maybe like at most um, at most 12 units. Is generally pretty standard, but I don't want to be facing off against 20 units because then that's, I don't know, That's just asking for trouble. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna raise an army here. I'm gonna recruit some guys. Uh, and then maybe next turn attack them, and maybe get the settlement garrison to reinforce, and then just try to wipe them out. As far as these guys are concerned, let's see who are we still at war with? Allen's. Okay. Um. Hmm. So these garrisons are a lot better than this one. Not by much. Just really like I think like 2 units. Um. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna move these guys down here and get rid of them. We don't really need this unit. Um, and then let's see, I have 20. Next turn, probably what we're gonna end up doing is declaring war on them. Because I want them. I don't want them messing around in Italy. Really, I don't want anybody getting past here. Um, so if they get past here, we're gonna have to kill them. I'm sure they're nice people and all, but they should know better. Um, yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this turn. Got 458 left. We'll see if there's a couple buildings we might be able to repair. All right, I think that's it. Pretty pretty short turn. We can get better relations with them. Mm. we'll just go ahead and end this video pretty quick. Like I said, we're getting to the point where the turns are gonna go pretty quick. So what I'll probably end up doing, because from more or less from now until the Huns arrive, we're not going to be expanding our territory, not unless somebody attacks us first. Um, I've thought about trying to come into here, um, but this is all going to be like after we've killed Attila, um, is when we're gonna start branching out. From now until we've killed Attila, the only things that we're worried about is going to be fortifying our border, um, building these recruitment buildings so that we can get the right units in our armies, and we're just preparing for Attila from now on. We're getting our public order squared away. We might start building some Latin Christian buildings again, depending on how our how our finances, look. Um, because some of the things that we're going to have to deal with moving forward is we're going to have to deal with the immigration penalties. We don't have any yet, but once Attila comes, we're definitely going to have to deal with them. And religious difference penalties. So if we don't have to, there's really not much we can do about the immigration penalties. But I don't want to start having some crazy religious penalties if we can help it. Even though the Latin Christian buildings are, cost a good deal of upkeep. For the ones that we're going to be building, they cost 600 per turn, and we're going to have one in each province. Will have one. So I mean that's a lot of money. But it's what we're going to do. Normally I don't like doing that. Normally I convert to Greco-Roman paganism, but since we're going for Caesar Reborn, and technically with this campaign it'd be Veni Vidi Vici, Caesar Reborn, and Legendary General. So if you were to do this campaign like how I'm doing it, you would get all three of those achievements. We're only going to get the one, the Legendary General, hopefully, because the Caesar Reborn, excuse me, because I already got Legendary General and Legendary General and Veni Vidi Vici, my last Western Roman Empire campaign, which is why we're doing this one, because how the achievement is worded, it just says complete the grand campaign on like legendary difficulty without losing a single battle, which I did, but I didn't get divine triumph. And after a quick Google search, I've found that the achievements actually misworded, and you have to get a divine triumph in order to get that achievement, which is why I'm going back and I'm redoing this campaign. And in order to get the divine triumph, you have to remain Latin Christian. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Moving forward, or as I was starting to say, I might not do every single turn moving forward, just because there's going to be a lot of turns from now until Attila shows up, where all we're doing is each turn we're just upgrading buildings. We're not fighting any battles. We're not doing anything interesting. We're going to be upgrading these buildings. We're probably going to be upgrading to Tabernae, upgrading our food buildings, upgrading our garrison buildings, upgrading our main settlement buildings. So it's going to be really boring. if there's something that comes up, I'll make a video for that. But from now until Attila arrives, I'm probably not gonna make videos for every turn, just because nobody really wants to. It's not like I'm live streaming this where I'm like talking to you guys and people are messaging me and I'm answering questions, um, and nobody just wants to watch like a 30-minute, 30-minute long video. It's like, oh, I'm upgrading this building. Now I'm upgrading this building. Um, so I might do a video like once every 5 turns or so, just to give everybody updates. Say, hey, over the last 5 turns, like this is what I've done. And then of course, if there's any like crazy battle or anything interesting happens, then I'll make a video for that. But anyways, thank you for watching. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to share this playlist around. One of the things that I've seen on a lot of the social media platforms is people say like, oh, Western Roman Empire, it's so hard. The only way to do it is to abandon territory, and you have to deal with. It's just too much to deal with. Um, so yeah, share the playlist around, because I like to think that we've broken this down um, pretty easily. Where yes, it's still it's a tough campaign, um, especially fighting all those battles. Which, let's see how many we've fought. 26 turns. We have fought 146 battles. So it's starting to slow down. We're not fighting as many battles as we did the first 20 turns. Um, and it's going to slow down more once public order is, or once we lower taxes, because public order is more or less stabilized. Um, so at any point we can just lower taxes, and we don't have to deal with rebellions in all but like maybe 1 or 2 of our provinces. But I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Like I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.